Sit nice and tall. Really pressing into the heels. Lift your chest in your bed, Raffles. In your bed. Bed. Then using your breath as you inhale and then exhale, curling through the torso. Draw the navel in, bring your hands to your feet. Press the elbows into the legs. Let the head hang. And then on the next inhale, sitting up, hands to the outside of your knees. Bring the knees together. Going to come off the block. Legs out in front. Bring the left foot over the right leg. Strong through the straight leg. Inhale, lift up. You're going to hug the right arm around the left knee, left hand behind you. Lifting chest towards thigh. Exhale, revolve. Then inhaling as you unravel, change legs. Exhale. So that spiral through the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Going to lie on your back, knees bent. And then lifting up one leg, bring your hands to the back of the thigh. And then inhale, draw your navel in, press the lower back into the mat. Lift your head and chest towards that knee and slide your hands up to the shin, the calf. Straighten the leg, push through the heel. So soft at the elbows, try not to pull through the upper back. You're using your core. Hamstring stretch. Just going gently, don't over force it while we warm things up a little. And then releasing down, other leg lifts. Hands to the back of the thigh, inhale. Lifting up, drawing the hands upwards. Use the exhale to soften, the inhale to lift, and then exhale, releasing down. We're going to hug one knee in, let the other leg just lie along the mat. And then taking the knee to the outside of the ribs almost, drawing it down. And then opposite hand to the outside of the bent leg, grounding the shoulders, so the opposite hand and arm pressing down. It's allowing a twist, so turning the head in the opposite direction. And then inhale, come back to center, other leg. Hug the knee in. This leg straight up towards the chest. And then release the opposite arm away. Oh, sorry, no. Same arm away. Drawing that knee to the outside of the rib and then crossing over. Turn your head. Inhale, come back to center. And then cross at the ankles. Rock 3 times to sit. Use your core. And then we're going to come forward to tabletop. Inhale, you're going to take the left heel back, internal rotation, so rolling the thigh under, reach the right arm forward. Press the floor away with the left palm, gaze goes down. And then exhale, release, inhale, other side. So make sure the hands are placed well, pushing down into the index finger and the base of the thumb to keep those wrists safe. So just keep changing on every other breath. Okay, and release. Tabletop for a moment. And then same thing, left heel back, right arm forward, but we're going to hold. So keep the breath coming in steady. Good form. So really almost puffing out between the shoulders so you're not sinking into this left shoulder. Push the floor away. And then exhale, release. Other side, right heel back, left arm forward. Use the breath to steady. Exhale, release back to tabletop. Bring your hands forward slightly, tuck the toes, come up into down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts, lower the right heel to the mat. Same thing, internal rotation, so the leg goes straight up and back. And then on the next breath, as you exhale, roll the knee up to the ceiling, step the hips. Keep pressing through the right heel. And then inhale, roll the knee back down. Exhale, down dog. Other side, inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. So you're trying to level the hips, draw up through the left thigh. Push down through the left heel. And then rolling the right knee up to the ceiling. Really feeling that right hip open. Inhale, roll the knee back down. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Slowly come to stand in mountain for our sun salutes. So today we're working through the hip flexors. So the deepest of the hip flexors and the biggest is the psoas, iliopsoas, and it crosses right across the bony part of your hip. So front of the thigh all the way across and attaches to the lowest of the ribs. So it can cause a lot of problems when we're in this kind of position, seated, driving, running, cycling. So we're trying to open that up, get it warmed up. Standing in mountain. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step back for Chaturanga, lowering to the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. You can walk your dog. You can warm the hips by rocking the knees across under you, however feels good. And then inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees deeply, look forward. Come forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Look up, tailbone up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. And then standing in mountain. One more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga, which is a pose in itself, so don't just plop straight through it. Ribs hugging inwards, press through the palms, strong through the legs as you inhale to Cobra. Then exhale to Down Dog. 3 breaths. Inhale to come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to stretch, do a quad stretch. So you can hold on to something if you need to. Otherwise, if you can do the balance, same as we would on a normal balance, is to stretch, is to keep a fixed gaze on a fixed point. Holding, so bending the left knee, holding the top of the foot. Bring your thighs parallel, opposite hand can come to hip. And you want to draw the heel in as you gently squeeze the glutes. So the hips press slightly forward, but not over strongly, just until you feel that connection to the front of the thigh. And you want to feel that burning sensation in the belly of the muscle, which is a good muscle stretch, no pain around the knees. And then keeping hold of that foot, you're going to press the foot into the hand. Still press the hips forward a little, but feel that lengthening of the muscle. And then exhale, slowly release. This is a classic runner's stretch. So if you've been doing that sort of activity, this is a good one to do after. Okay, other side. So try not to let the knee swing out too much and tilt. You're trying to draw the knee down. And lift your chest, draw that heel in. And then pushing hand into foot. So the arm straightens, lift your chest. And then slowly exhale, release. Hands to hips. Take your weight into your right foot on the inhale. Keep your gaze, lift the knee up to hip height. And then you're going to straighten the leg. So it doesn't matter if the foot drops, you just want to get the leg as high up as you can without tilting to the side. You want to keep the hips level. So we're using the same muscles, so you're drawing up through the right thigh. And then bend the knee and release. Other side, and same thing, you can hold on back of a chair or whatever if you need help with the balance, so that you can feel the strength. So we're really working through the front of the thigh. Lift the chest and then exhale, bend the knee, release. The hips a little waggle. Okay, so now this time we're going to take the leg out to the side. So our adductors. So standing in mountain, hands on hips. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of the head. Take the weight into your right foot. Lift the left knee up to hip height. Bring your hand, left hand to, am I saying left hand? Right hand to the inside of that thigh, and then guide the hip out with that, trying not to drop the knee down too much. So really drawing up, use the core. And you want the hip points, the the left hip points to be pointing forward, so don't swivel, so you're twisting on the standing leg knee. Inhale, come back to center, hands to hips, release. Other side. Inhale, lift the knee, hand on the inside to guide that knee out. So just allowing the hip to open. It doesn't have to come too far. It's like feeling lift up through the core. So you're almost lifting the muscles, lengthening away from the hips. And then inhale, bring the leg back. Exhale, release. Give the hips a little shake. Okay. Coming to the front of the mat, we're going to bring our hands up together at the heart, and we're going to do like a little pecking duck sort of thing, like it's coming into warrior 3. So essentially your weight will go into your left foot, draw up through the left kneecap so the leg is nice and strong, and you're going to lift the right foot. So see, almost like hiking that right hip up a little, flexing at the foot, so at the ankle, so the heel then goes back as you come forward. So you're trying to take the leg back, head comes down. Inhale, come all the way forward to bring the leg up, foot flexed. Exhale, so just practicing, but with control, not swinging through. But feel how strong it is on the standing leg. You're drawing up through that kneecap. One more. Trying to internally rotate the back thigh, and exhale, release. Other side. So you're lifting up slightly, so the weight goes into the right foot. Lift up the opposite heel, and then exhale as you draw up through the standing leg, hinging forward as the heel goes up, and then bring the leg all the way forward. Keep going, nice and steady. Last one. And exhale, release. Stand in mountain. And then we're going to, from the front of the mat, we're going to take our weight into the right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee up. You're going to take the foot straight back, high lunge. And then drop the heel as if you're in warrior 1, but with a straight front leg. So feet are hip distance apart. The back toes are pointing slightly forward. Hands to hips. Draw the hips level to the front of the mat. So we're coming into twisted triangle. So hips are level to the front of the mat. Draw up through both kneecaps, straight legs. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, draw the navel in. You're reaching over the front leg. So the left hand is coming to the outside of the right leg. That might be strong enough you feel the scissoring action through the legs, but if you can add the twist, you draw the navel in, reach the chest forward. Keep drawing the right hip back and lift the left arm up, the right arm up. Turn the head with it, shoulders away from ears. So squeezing those thighs towards the midline, towards each other. Exhale, look down, bring the arm down. Inhale, come up, bend the knee, step forward. Other side. Oh, I need to do this one quickly. Be on time. Step the right foot back, your high lunge, and then straighten the front leg. Drop the right heel down. Toes at 45-degree angle. As you draw up through the thighs, it's revolving. So drawing the hips level to the edge of the mat, but you want to internally rotate this back thigh. Lift the kneecaps, draw up through the core. Inhale, right arm up. Keep that energy through the thighs, keep squeezing muscle to bone. Hinging forwards, bring the arm to the outside of the front leg or the hand. Press down through the base of the big toe. And then if you're going to add the twist, drawing that left hip back, starting to revolve the rib cage, right ribs across towards left thigh, left arm up, squeeze those thighs. And then exhale, look down, hands to hips, inhale, come up, bent leg, step forward, and come to sit. So, cross-legged position, sit nice and tall, and really allowing the shoulders to soften, softening through the thighs, the hips. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste, friends. Have a lovely Monday.